Have you ever wondered why mirrors flip things horizontally but not vertically? A mirror, essentially a smooth surface that reflects light, presents us with a fascinating world of reflection. The fundamental principle at work here is specular reflection, the process where light beams fall on a surface and bounce back, giving us an image we can see. Mirrors don't actually flip things horizontally or vertically. Instead, they reverse front and back. When you raise your right hand, your image raises its left. It's a left-right reversal, not a flip. This illusion is due to the way our brains interpret the image. We're accustomed to seeing things turn around a vertical axis, so when a mirror reverses things, it feels like a horizontal flip. It's a captivating mystery, isn't it? But to truly understand it, let's move back in time to understand how humans first encountered mirrors. Can you imagine a time when mirrors didn't exist? A time when you couldn't just glance at a reflective surface to check your appearance? Well, let's take a step back in time and explore. The earliest forms of mirrors were not the sleek glass ones we're accustomed to today. They were polished stones or metals which reflected light and allowed people to see themselves, albeit not with the clarity we're used to. The ancient Egyptians, for instance, used polished copper mirrors as early as 4000 BC. They were often round with a handle for easy holding. Meanwhile, in ancient China, mirrors were made from polished bronze. The Chinese believed that mirrors could expose evil spirits and protect against disasters. They weren't just used for vanity, but also for spiritual protection. On the other side of the globe, the ancient inhabitants of modern-day Peru, known as the Moche, crafted mirrors from polished, beaten gold. These mirrors were not only functional, but also held significant cultural and symbolic value. The ancient Greeks and Romans also had their versions of mirrors. They used polished bronze and silver. Interestingly, in Greek mythology, the god Narcissus fell in love with his own reflection in a pool of water, giving us the term narcissism. This story shows us that the concept of reflection and self-viewing was not lost on our ancestors. Mirrors also held religious significance in many cultures. In ancient Japanese Shinto shrines, mirrors were, and still are, used as sacred objects that represent truth and wisdom. So as we can see, mirrors were more than just practical tools for ancient civilizations. They were symbols of truth, sources of protection, and even held religious significance. They were a means of self-reflection, both literally and metaphorically. The creation of mirrors was not a vanity project, but a necessity driven by human curiosity and the desire to understand ourselves better. Although these early mirrors were not as clear or as reflective as the ones we have today, they served a valuable purpose in their respective societies. As time went on, the human fascination with mirrors only grew. We continued to refine and improve upon this simple yet profound invention, leading us to the highly reflective mirrors we use today. But that's a story for another time. How did mirrors evolve with time? This question takes us to the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, a period of profound change and development for mirrors. The Middle Ages, roughly spanning the 5th to the 15th centuries, saw a significant shift in mirror technology. Before this era, mirrors were primarily made of polished metal, a technique that offered a less clear and detailed reflection. The Middle Ages introduced the concept of glass mirrors. However, these weren't the glass mirrors we're familiar with today. They were made by backing a piece of clear glass with a thin layer of metal, creating a reflective surface. This was a step forward, but the technique was far from perfect, resulting in distorted and cloudy reflections. On the bright side, these imperfections did not dampen the popularity of glass mirrors. In fact, they became highly sought-after luxury items, symbols of wealth and status. It's interesting to note that mirrors during this time were typically small and handheld, reflecting the individualistic nature of society in the Middle Ages. As we move into the Renaissance, from the 14th to the 17th century, the art of mirror making evolved further. Venice, Italy became the hub of mirror production. The Venetian artisans developed a method for making clear, flat panes of glass for mirrors, a significant improvement over the distorted reflections of their predecessors. This was a game changer. The improved mirrors offered more accurate reflections, which had a profound impact on art and society. Artists now had a tool that allowed them to paint with unprecedented realism, capturing the world as it truly was. But the impact of mirrors extended beyond the realm of art. They began to play a crucial role in people's daily lives. Mirrors were no longer just symbols of wealth and vanity. They became tools for self-reflection, both literally and metaphorically. From a luxury item to a common household object, mirrors have come a long way. The journey of mirrors through the Middle Ages and the Renaissance is a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of perfection. From distorted metal surfaces to clear glass panes, the evolution of mirrors is a reflection of our own evolution as a society. So, how do the mirrors of today differ from those of the past? Let's dive into it. Modern mirrors are a far cry from their ancient counterparts. The manufacturing process has evolved dramatically. Today, mirrors are made by depositing a thin layer of metallic silver or aluminum onto glass. This is followed by a layer of copper and finally, 2 layers of paint for protection. This process gives us the smooth, flawless mirrors we use daily. But mirrors aren't just for checking your appearance or adding a decorative touch to your home. They play a vital role in technology too. Let's take the example of telescopes. The Hubble Space Telescope, for instance, uses a large mirror to collect light from distant stars and galaxies. This mirror is so smooth that if you were to scale it up to the size of Earth, the biggest bump would be only 6 inches tall. Now that's precision. And then there's the fascinating world of lasers. Mirrors are crucial in laser technology. In a laser, a beam of light bounces back and forth between 2 mirrors, amplifying the light each time it passes through the lasing medium. This is how we get that intense, narrowly focused beam of light. And here's a fun fact for you. Did you know that mirrors can be used to generate electricity? Solar thermal power plants use large fields of mirrors to concentrate sunlight onto a small area. This heat is then used to produce steam, which drives a turbine connected to an electricity generator. Mirrors are also used in everyday objects like cars, where they help drivers see what's behind them, and in periscopes, where they enable us to see over obstacles. So, you see, mirrors are not just for vanity. They are an integral part of our daily lives, and their applications are as wide-ranging as they are fascinating. From the bathroom to outer space, mirrors are everywhere, quietly reflecting our world back to us. Mirrors are not just for vanity, but they are an integral part of our daily lives. What does the future hold for mirrors? A question that might seem strange at first, but when you start to think about it, the possibilities are endless and fascinating. We are living in an era of rapid technological advancement where changes are constant and innovation is the norm. And mirrors, yes, mirrors are no exception. They have been with us since ancient times, serving not just as reflective surfaces, but as tools for self-reflection, art, and science, and they continue to evolve. Imagine a mirror that not only shows your reflection, but also gives you live updates about your health. Sounds like science fiction? Well, it's not. Meet the smart mirrors. These are mirrors integrated with advanced technologies like artificial intelligence and augmented reality. They can analyze your skin, monitor your heart rate, and even suggest a diet plan based on your body's needs. But the future of mirrors isn't just limited to personal use. They have a huge potential in space exploration. Astronomers are using mirrors to build telescopes that can see farther into the universe than ever before. These mirrors, made from ultra-lightweight and durable materials, are helping us unravel the mysteries of the cosmos. And let's not forget about renewable energy. The role of mirrors in harnessing solar power is already significant, but there is potential for much more. By developing mirrors that can focus sunlight more efficiently, we can generate more clean, renewable energy. One thing is certain, mirrors are not just about reflection anymore. They are about interaction, exploration, and innovation. They're about looking beyond the surface into the depth of the universe and into the intricacies of our own bodies. So, the next time you look into a mirror, see beyond your reflection. Think of the amazing potential that lies within that simple piece of glass. As technology advances, so will mirrors. And as mirrors evolve, so will our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. As we continue to innovate, who knows what the future of mirrors might hold? So, what have we learned about mirrors? We've journeyed from their humble beginnings as reflective surfaces in ancient times, where civilizations like the Egyptians and Greeks used polished metal discs as rudimentary mirrors. We've seen how, in the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, the art of mirror making evolved into a craft, with artisans creating beautiful, ornate pieces that were as much about decoration as they were about reflection. We've explored how mirrors have shaped the modern world, playing pivotal roles in technology, From telescopes that peer into the cosmos to fiber optic cables that carry data across continents. And finally, we've peered into the future, where the possibilities of mirrors are only limited by our imagination. From smart mirrors that can provide real-time health data to potential uses in renewable energy and space exploration, the future of mirrors is bright indeed. Next time you look in the mirror, remember it's not just a reflective surface, it's a testament to human innovation and curiosity.